Tensions rising in the high seas? Are the US Coast Guard and Chinese fishing vessels on a collision course? In this video, we'll dive deep into the recent encounters between the US Coast Guard and Chinese vessels. From the South China Sea to the Pacific Islands, the US Coast Guard is increasingly encountering Chinese fishing fleets. So buckle up and get ready to navigate the complexities of international maritime law and the rising tensions on the high seas. Coast Guardsmen from the US inspected two Chinese vessels this month as they patrol the South Pacific to address issues of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, as stated by an official from the agency. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing is a major threat to the health of our oceans. Unsustainable fishing practices can lead to overfishing, disrupting the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. This can harm entire food chains, pushing certain species towards extinction. IUU fishing creates unfair competition for legitimate fishing operations. By exceeding quotas and fishing in restricted areas, IUU vessels drive down fish prices, impacting the livelihoods of law-abiding fishermen globally. Seafood caught through IUU fishing may not be subject to proper safety checks. This can raise concerns about the quality and potential contamination of fish entering the human food chain. Officials stated that in collaboration with the government authorities of Vanuatu, the U.S. Coast Guard played a crucial role in identifying 6 Chinese vessels that violated fishing regulations in recent patrols. According to Bianca Simeon, an inspector with the Vanuatu Maritime Police, half of the vessels inspected in the extensive exclusive economic zone of the country had not accurately reported their catch logs. This information was reported by Reuters on Wednesday. Coastal states such as Vanuatu are granted an exclusive economic zone, EEZ, extending up to 200 nautical miles by international maritime law. This vast area poses a challenge for many small governments in terms of regulation. Simeon noted that Vanuatu, with a population of approximately 320,000, had not conducted patrols in these resource-rich waters for many years. In February, the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Harriet Lane conducted patrols lasting 5 days, accompanied by 4 Vanuatu fisheries officials. This information was shared by the U.S. Embassy in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea, which also oversees the Solomon Islands and Vanuatu on Tuesday. In the course of the mission, the embassy reported that Vanuatu successfully safeguarded its sovereignty and enforced maritime regulations within its exclusive economic zone. The statement further revealed that the Harriet Lane, while conducting fishery boardings, detected multiple violations of Vanuatu law. Operating under a shipwrighter agreement established in 2016, the two individuals were involved in joint law enforcement efforts. In February, a comparative collaborative law enforcement arrangement was referenced when Coast Guards from the cutter Oliver Henry boarded 2 Chinese vessels within the exclusive economic zone of nearby Kiribati, with no reported violations. According to Yakar Silas, another Vanuatu fisheries official, the majority of violations within the country's EEZ were attributed to China's distant water fishing fleet. He mentioned that fines would be imposed on the ship owners and their local agents. The patrol presented an opportunity to scrutinize foreign vessels engaged in fishing activities within Vanuatu waters. These vessels, identified as Chinese, were noted for not entering port and unloading their catch in foreign ports such as Fiji, as disclosed by Silas in a statement to Reuters. The Coast Guard's initiative for enhancing capabilities in the Pacific Islands is named Operation Pacific Blue. Commencing its mission in Samoa, the Harriet Lane subsequently contributed to patrolling Fiji's exclusive economic zone. Lack of awareness. On Wednesday, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning expressed a lack of awareness regarding the specific details of the Vanuatu case. Mao emphasized China's respect for the sovereign rights and exclusive jurisdiction that coastal states hold within their exclusive economic zones, as stipulated by international law. Despite Newsweek's written request for comment, the Coast Guard's Pacific sector did not provide an immediate response. Additionally, calls seeking comment from the Chinese Foreign Ministry went unanswered. In February, the Coast Guard announced its expansion efforts to address illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing in the Pacific, responding to an increased demand from local partners. The agency highlighted the significant impact of IUU fishing, constituting approximately 20% of the global catch and escalating to 50% in certain regions. The Coast Guard emphasized the severe consequences of such practices, underscoring the necessity for intervention. These unlawful activities not only endanger the global economy and nations heavily dependent on the fishing sector, but also inflict severe damage on crucial marine environments, such as coral reefs, seafloor ecosystems, and diverse marine species. According to the Coast Guard, amidst an escalating geopolitical competition between the United States and China, the latter is steadily expanding its influence in the South Pacific. This strategic rivalry unfolds as China extends its reach through international initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative, challenging the long-standing influence exerted by the US and other Western allies through decades of conventional foreign aid. Officials in Washington are worried when Beijing makes friends in the global South, especially in important areas near the United States. The US Coast Guard's interactions with Chinese vessels highlight the complex challenges of IUU fishing and the need for a global approach to ensure a level playing field at sea. By working together, nations can protect maritime resources and promote sustainable fishing practices for the future. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, click the next one shown on the screen. Thanks for watching.